Hello everyone, you're warmly welcome to yet another exciting edition of your favorite sports show we have on TV. Yes, Sports Hub it is, and this is V Nation TV. And as you know, and just in case you do not know, this show brings you every single thing that you need to know in the world of sports. I am legit Iman Ward, and not Brandon, and I do this with my brother.
Of course, Eugene Evans, and like you mentioned early on, this show touches on trending issues making waves in the world of sports, both locally and internationally. Don't forget to follow us on all social media platforms, of course, on Facebook, VNTV, on Instagram, V Nation TV, and of course, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel on V Nation TV. Now, moving on to some trending issues we're going to discuss right here on Sports Hub. Now, the president of football's world's governing body, FIFA, has expressed his condolences to the loved ones and family of former Black Stars player Opoku Afriyie. And moving on to some good news, it looks like Premier League football is coming back. It may restart in July and may last 4 to 5 weeks, but behind closed doors. And of course, moving on to some other disciplines, the 2020 Wimbledon has been cancelled. Actually, it has been cancelled because of this whole coronavirus thing. This and many more things we are going to discuss here, right here on, of course, the Sports Hub, right here on VNTV. Don't go nowhere. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
V Nation Pictures is a production firm in Ghana aimed at becoming a renowned production company in Africa and beyond. Services rendered include film production and editing, shooting of TV commercials and music videos, photo shoots, events coverage such as weddings, engagements, parties, funerals, etc. Locate V Nation Pictures inside King Solomon's Height on the Tarpaulin Street, off the Comte 18 Road.
Enjoy a wide variety of quality content on VNTV. Only on VNTV. Watch talk shows like The Opinion for political and social discussion. Sports Hub for all your sports news. I want to know what's trending? Oops, we got you with social media trends.
Download VNTV app from Google Play Store
and enjoy all of our awesome programs, local and foreign movies whenever, wherever. VNTV, powerhouse of entertainment.
Hello there, you're welcome back. Just in case you just tuned in, this is Sports Hub right here on V Nation TV. And if you're an admirer, well, you just caught up with us because we nearly took off and left you behind. And let's move straight to our first story on the bill, where unfortunately the 2020 Wimbledon tennis tournament had been called off or cancelled due to the coronavirus pandemic. And this is the first time the event has been called off since World War II. That is a very, very long time ago. And also, there will be no tennis events anywhere until the 13th of July. And this also follows, or this is the latest, major sporting event that has been affected by the pandemic after the Euro 2020 was called off, and also the Tokyo 2020 Olympics, as we reported last week. And this also follows the postponement of the Roland Garros, that is the French Open, and it was due to, start in May, but it has been shifted back to start somewhere in September and October. That is provided the situation is subdued.
And even on the brighter side, it looks like they have insurance policies to shield them from losses and will refund tickets holders, broadcast partners and sponsors, which will top an estimated 200 million policies, insurance policies.
It helps. It helps. This just highlighted the need for you to ensure your company, your institution, your organization. People take it for granted. But this is helping them, because just imagine they having to incur all these losses themselves. But now they have a scheme to take care of that. It is amazing.
And
hopefully, other people will learn from it. Other people learn from it. So unfortunately, if you're looking forward to see Rafael Nadal or Djokovic go head-to-head in the Wimbledon this year, it is not happening. Hopefully, it will happen by the end of this year or perhaps early next year. Now, moving away from this story, let's look at some news coming in from the Formula One world, where the British Grand Prix organizers are yet to decide whether the race will go ahead by the end of April. And a joint statement said Silverstone and Formula One were in close dialogue on the feasibility, and also the Dutch, Spanish and Azerbaijan Grand Prix have also been called off. Only Monaco has been totally cancelled, but the rest are hoping to reclaim dates. And it is sad. I mean, we always talk about events being affected, especially in the sporting world, by the pandemic. And every single day we have, major events
being called off every now and then. And it looks like no matter how long they actually take and actually being reluctant to actually pull this off and all of that, it looks like the way
do not have the choice. Yes. That's the main the painful part. That's the painful part. And also the next under threat is the Canadian Grand Prix. So we're hoping that this particular virus will be contained, because if it's not in Canada, they will be forced to actually call off that particular event. And moving away from that too, the season could also run into January next year. Of course, if they have to push the dates back, it means that it's affecting the time span that was initially, outlined for the events. It means that they have to push it back as well. So, I mean, they're all struggling. That's basically the bottom line. They're all struggling, trying to, find ways and means to bring their events to light. But what is events without your supporters or your fans?
Exactly.
I mean, one argument that Formula One president was having was that when you look at Formula One, in terms of their logistics and their resources that they needed, it's not like the other sporting events like the tennis, like football. So they are contemplating that they could have the event, even though there's this pandemic, going on and all of that. That was his argument. But I mean, who would love to come out of his or her home just to come and you're not and prepare for
at the end of the
event?
day, you are coming out, but you are not too actually focused and all of that. You feel uncomfortable. I don't think it's the way to go. Well, in as much as we are very sad about the fact that they are calling off and cancelling tournaments and all of that, I feel very, very necessary. And we have to really take it, of course, into, how do you call it?
Into account.
Exactly.
I mean, we should only look at where you're losing in as organizers. Think about the people
because
as well.
At the end of the day, it will affect us all.
Now, talking for me about, personally, I'm heartened by this particular incident, because I was really looking forward to see, Hamilton actually, come back to his A game, like how he just blew all over the season last year, and we're just hoping that this wouldn't get into the heads of the drivers like Sebastian and the cool, other drivers that they have there. I mean, they have to be focused. They have to be prepared mentally and physically for tournaments like this, because it's very difficult to be a Formula One driver. So the likes of Hamilton and Sebastian, look, you guys take some time out, chill, and come back very strong.
All right, so moving on to some sad news, of course, on we're still in the difficult times. Well, the FIFA boss Gianni Infantino has actually joined a lot of people around the world to mourn the death of ex-former Black Star player, of course, Opoku Afriyie. I respect that man a lot. Legendary. Really now, he describes him as someone who has actually left a legacy that can never be forgotten. Now, he played for both Kotoko and has captaining the former, which is Kotoko, right? Kotoko. Yes, and he also managed Kotoko in 2003.
Yeah, where were you in 2003?
2003? No, I'm sure they are. Our viewers, I'm
very
sure.
Where were you in 2003?
I don't know.
Running around
I was trying to find some vaccine for coronavirus.
So he went ahead to captain Kotoko in 2003, as we stated. And guess what? He earned the tag or the name Beye, which means witchcraft.
If you're not Ghanaian, it means
you're
witchcraft.
You're wizard.
You get killer in the game of football.
Yes, because of his just tremendous progress when you come to attacking football or striking. And he is particularly noted for the 2 goals that he scored in the country's winning squad. That is in the year 1978. He scored both goals in the game the final game against Uganda, that settled him. I mean, you know, Ghanaians love people who stand out in their various, disciplines. And Beye Opoku Afriyie is that particular man. In that moment, was Ghana's savior. And that was where I could say he cemented his name to be one of the biggest players the country has ever produced. And one also thing that you should note is that in the year 1982,
that's my favorite part. He was ranked the 8th best player
in Africa.
Wow.
What a proud moment.
We say may he rest in peace, but like the FIFA boss actually said, his legacy still continues.
Still definitely continues. Yeah, now moving away from that, but still in the local front and still in football, Ghanaian player or former player Michael Essien had been handed Sabail FK under 19 coaching job. That is a good news coming in from the Ghanaian international. So he joined the Sabail FK as a player in March last year as a free agent after spells in Indonesia. You know, it gets to a time where players forget about the passion and focus more on the money.
Very necessary.
And that is one thing that Essien has been doing, moving from country to country, raking in all the revenues that he could have or get his hands on. So he found himself in Indonesia, but later on moved on to Sabail FK. And just a little over a year, now he has been offered a new contract that will also see him as a management member in the coaching staff for the under-19. I know that some former players or veteran players, they always want to veer into coaching jobs. Do you think that's what Essien is trying to do?
I think so. I think it's got what it takes. I mean, down here, Siki Akono feels he's the god. I mean, no disrespect to him, but he feels he's done it before, so he's now coaching the Black Stars. I feel Essien has been there. He's done it all. But as to whether he's going to do I think it's a good shot. Go for it, Essien. Go for it.
Definitely go for it. So, talking about Ghana, he has made 58 appearances for the senior national side and scoring 9 goals in the process. He has paid his dues, if you ask me. And talking about club, he has played for clubs such as Udinese, such as Chelsea Football Club, AC Milan. He also had some spells in Real Madrid and some other, top-notch clubs around the world. So Essien is doing good for himself, and we are happy.
Doing the most, Michael Essien. Well, you're still watching Sports Hub, but let's take a breather. When we come back, we've got more. Well, guess what? Messi has finally confirmed a 70% pay cut for all Barca players. We'll tell you more about it right after this break.
Enjoy a wide variety of quality content on vntv. Only on vntv. Watch talk shows like The Opinion for political and social discussion. Sports Hub for all your sports news. Alright, want to know what's trending? Oops, we got you with social media trends.
Download vntv app from Google Play Store.
And enjoy all of our awesome programs, local and foreign movies whenever, wherever. VNTV, powerhouse of entertainment.
Hello then, welcome back. You're still watching Sports Hub right here on V Nation TV. Get interactive with us on our social media platforms. On Facebook, it is VNTV, and on Instagram, it is V Nation TV. Subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. It is V Nation TV right there. Now moving back into the studio and to our next story, still in football. Now let's move to the Nigeria international Ighalo, where Shanghai Shenhua is offering him £400,000 a week. Yes, you heard me right, a week, just to extend his contract in the Chinese Major League club powerhouse. And this comes after Manchester United has shown interest in the Nigerian international. So he was signed back in January to replace the then injured Rashford, but has exceeded expectations from all angles. That is something that I must highlight. It has been in a phenomenal form for the club, and I am very happy. Now £400,000 a week. Are you going or are you staying?
Is he going to fall for it?
Are you going to fall for it?
I think I might. I never know. But already he's been paid how much?
Already he's been paid 300,000. So it's an increment of a whooping 100,000. That is a lot.
Whoa.
Where do these Chinese get these money from?
But do you think that's the way to go? Do you think I mean, yeah, we know Manchester is that big and all of that, and he has always wished to actually play for Manchester.
That is the
Do you think that's the way to go?
conflicted moment right there. He's actually in a huge confliction because Manchester United, he has expressed his profound love for the club and passion for the club from way back. Almost in every single interview, he highlighted the fact that, look, I've been a Manchester United fan since birth. This is the club that I love. This is the club that's one of the reasons why I actually veered into playing football. And it has always been my dream to wear a Manchester United shirt. And finally, you get into wear a Manchester United shirt. And now you have 400,000.
Well, let's see if he's going to go in for passion or cash.
What will you be going in for?
Both.
Well, right now it's not possible.
Well,
but guess what? As I said, he has exceeded so many expectations, and I'm very happy for the Nigerian international because you hardly see Africans make it big in Manchester United, especially. He has his fellow, African counterpart that is Ivorian international. People call him a very wicked guy, Eric Bailly, because of how he, the crunchy tackles that he goes in when he's, defending balls from attackers and all of that. And Ighalo is actually being offered or has been paid £8,000 per each goal
bonus
that he scores.
Wow.
And he has 4 goals. So quick maths, 8 times 4. Hey, what more? So that is £32,000 that he's already, kept in his pocket. Just bonuses for goals that he's been scoring. Now, I don't want to be in his shoes right now.
Yeah, I refuse to be in his shoes.
Very difficult
I don't mind being in his shoes anyways. I'll choose the,
the 400,000.
You already know what I'll choose, right?
Yeah, the 400,000.
Yeah.
I go for passion. Passion is everything. Now, moving away from that, let's still stay in football where Lionel Messi, yes, he has been talking and he's been using social media, particularly Instagram, in voicing out his concerns. But before voicing out his concern, he actually made an announcement, a very important announcement, where he stated that the club players have confirmed 70% pay cut
in order to
all the players.
Exactly, in order to support and push other employees to be paid fully. And I think that's the way to go. But he didn't end it there. He took a swipe at the board.
So this is what Lionel Messi actually stated as a portion of what he actually posted on his Instagram page. He stated that we will also make contributions so the club's employees can collect full salaries while this situation lasts. Yes, of course, it has been almost 2 weeks now since football halted in many parts of the world. And he added that we want to clarify, this is where he was taking a wide...
Taking it to another level.
At the board of Barcelona Football Club, the Catalan giants. He said that we want to clarify that our desire has always been to apply a drop in salary because we fully understand that this is an exceptional situation and we are the first ones who have always helped the club when asked. Many times he continued that we have even done it on our own initiative when we thought it necessary or important. And one backstory about this whole situation is the fact that there had been constant tensions between the board and the players for a while now. Yes, and the very recent one is when their technical secretary, that is Eric Abidal, actually took a wipe at the players saying that, look, some of them don't play like they have the passion to.
And it's rather unfortunate, and it looks like some of his colleagues are actually in agreement with whatever he said, because he had a number of them actually reposting
one thing
that post.
We can see now is that it seems that there have been some form of, a coalition of individuals. So you have the players forming one coalition, we have the technical team forming another coalition, and the board also having another coalition. But, the thing is, they should all come together because Barcelona is a very huge club.
Right.
But I don't know why. Maybe they did not like the president currently, because since he ascended the throne to be the president of the club, I think things has not really been, properly well between club, the players of the club and the board.
Right.
That is one thing that they should try. They should try and curb, because if not, it will have a dire consequences. When the Eric Abidal case particularly came up, people had a suggestion that because of that, Messi will be heading out of Barcelona. You know, it became widespread news in the mainstream media platforms and media houses. You know, and I believe that if this should continue, he will actually be heading out of Barcelona. It will be, you know, how do you even put it? Almost like something that can't be stopped.
Exactly.
Because he seems not happy about what's happening right now, and he will find always a means just to, you know.
But we say big ups to him anyway, that in the midst of all
leadership.
of this, he's showing leadership by, you know, saying that, confirming that they are taking the 70% pay cut. And I think it's not the only team. Atletico Madrid are also doing same, right?
So they're actually following the footsteps of some clubs like Atletico Madrid and Espanyol. But for Espanyol, it's actually the sporting staff that are, you know, having to cut their pay just to help, you know, the staff of some other, you know, services providers of the club. So we're hoping that, you know, all in all, everything boils down to the pandemic.
Exactly.
The
it's
corona
is
affecting everything.
Everything.
So we hope that it will be,
and then they should eye on their issues. That's the way to go. So, you know.
Yeah. Now, finally, before we draw the curtains, yes, as Eugene rightfully said from the beginning of the show, that the EPL could actually be starting sooner than later.
Yeah! Yeah!
So there are reports circulating from football writer that the EPL will actually be starting very, very soon, unlike what we all expected. Because we're looking at somewhere, you know, later in the year, but it seems it's getting closer than we expected.
Somewhere in July?
Yeah.
And they're saying it may last 4 to 5 weeks. However, behind closed doors.
Behind closed doors.
I don't know how it's going to be. We'll just sit at home and
It's always difficult when you see sporting activities without their fans.
Right.
Without the chants. Without the joyous, you know, songs that these fans sing and shout and scream. It's always difficult when that's not there. You know, when you score a goal, you only hear people clapping. No,
exactly.
You want to see screams. Want to hear screams. You have to see people, you know, just going naked. When I mean naked, I don't mean butt naked. I mean naked from.
I know what it means, but it's fine. I mean,
removing their shirts, you know, waving their flags with joy. That will be missing, and that will be a huge blow. Honestly, that would be a
COVID-19. Anyway, that's just about it right here for today's episode of.
But I think we should add this, that it has not been refuted by the English FA or confirmed by them either.
I think we'll bring them a development on this particular story.
A report, yes.
When we actually
get
the information.
And it is according to Football London. Yeah.
Okay.
So a report by Football London suggests that the league will start at this particular time, but the FA has not refuted nor confirmed anything yet. So we're following the story very keenly so that when any development turns up, bear you in mind that you will be the first to share it with you.
And you'll get to know right here on Sports Hub. That's what we do right here. First time we bring in exclusive. And of course, just around the world of sport. This has been Sports Hub, today's edition of Sports Hub. My name is Eugene Evans, and I've been doing the most with my brother here.
Legit Emmanuel, and thanks so much, guys, for staying tuned and watching this amazing show. Do well to comment and tell us what you think about this show or any other show on VNTV for that matter. Let me remind you that get interactive with us on our social media platforms. Follow, like, because there are always tons of news and information that we post there. On Instagram, it is VNationTV. On Facebook, it is VNTV. And on our YouTube platforms, it is VNationTV as well. Do well to subscribe and also comment when necessary.
And also equally important, don't forget to download our app on Google Play Store and enjoy great content on VNTV. Once again, we say thank you so much for making time to watch this show. See you next time.